Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Thank you for joining me for another week of devotionals. I trust that these are a blessing in your life. Encourage you also to share these with other people. Maybe encourage other people to subscribe to be a part of these daily times together. I want to talk to you today about your purpose in life. You know, when God created you and brought you into the world, He designed you with a purpose. There's a plan for your life. And the plan for your life is in the heart and mind of God. God established a purpose for you. You're on earth for a reason. And the greatest fulfillment that you'll ever have in your life is to actually discover the purpose for which God created you, to live out that purpose. You know, so often we try to live life based upon the success that we want from life or the pleasure we're trying to experience. Sometimes it's the popularity that we want from people around us. There are times we're actually seeking admiration from people, and we live our lives just for ourselves so often. And what happens when you're living for yourself is you'll never be fulfilled as long as you're living for you. And the highest level of fulfillment always comes when you and I make the decision to live according to God's purpose, God's plan, or I'll give you another phrase here, according to God's will. God's will is God's plan for you. It is the choice that He's made related to what is best for your life. And many of us have to come to that place of realizing and acknowledging that our plans and our ways are different from God's plans and God's ways, and coming to the point of actually surrendering ourselves to God's will. Now, for many, this seems like a kind of frightful thing. What do you mean I've got to give up my plans and embrace God's plan? Well, it's really not frightful at all, because when you embrace the plan that God has for your life and you let go of your plans, what you're doing is actually saying, God, I believe that you're wiser than me. I know that you're wiser than me. And I know that what you want from me is actually better than what I could ever want for myself. And I think that's really the turning point. The whole idea of submitting to or yielding to the will of God really happens when you and I are able to trust and know that God's plan and God's purpose and God's design for our lives is actually better than anything we could come up with ourselves. And the pathway to fulfillment is really doing that. So I really want to encourage you as you're thinking about this week and thinking about the days to come in your life and thinking about your future, to come to that point today of saying, God, what I want more than anything else is I want to fulfill the purpose that you created me for. I want to live in accordance with your will. When you surrender yourself to the will of God, you're on the pathway to fulfillment, and you're really on the pathway to joy. When you resist God's will, it makes you miserable because you're never the person that you were fully designed by God to be. So make the choice today to say, God, what I want most is your plan, your will, and your purpose for my life.